humans, it's Miss Marks here, and today we'll be talking about deeltjie werkwoorde that are also known as skybare werkwoorde. So before we go into details as how they are affected when they are in sentences and we change it to the future and the past tense, let's first have a look as to what a deeltjie werkwoord is. So it's a verb that consists of two parts. These verbs are best identified by the use of prepositions. Okay, before we can carry on, I need you to do something very, very important. And I think it might be as difficult as staying in your house for 21 days, but it is necessary. You need to put aside the following: direct translations and your home language logic. If you're not going to put this aside, you're going to end up with words like onclimbed, and it's just not going to make sense as to why we put it this way in Afrikaans. Okay, so are you ready? Open minded? Here we go. So, for the present tense sentences, you will see that our verbs are still in the second position after your subject, and your preposition is after your object. So ek vul die vorm in, sy kondig die werk aan. Before you start worrying about how are you going to know which preposition you use with which verb, I will be giving you a list of all of them before the end of the slideshow. Okay, so now for the future tense, you will see that sal still takes the position of your verb, and the verb moves into the position behind your preposition, and it attaches to it so that it is one word. So ek sal die vorm invul. Then for the second sentence, it is sy sal die werk aankondig. One word. If you do not write this as one word, it will not be marked correct if you are writing this in a language test. For the past tense, we still use het ge, where het still replaces your verb and your verb gets ge and joins the preposition. So ek het die vorm ingevul, sy het die werk aangekondig. So here's the list that I promised. Okay, we move this so all of you can see properly. Hou stil, hou vas, trek oor, kleer in, gooi nat, wens geluk, gaan saam, staan op, stel voor, and then the last one, slaan voet. You'll also see that I made a column for the future tense as well as for the past tense as to how they're going to change. Now the list continues on the next slide, where we have keer terug, gee terug, los op, praat mooi, kondig aan, dra voor, breek op, and haal asem. So please copy this list down and get to know them very well, as these words tend to sneak in on sentences where you have to change the tense to either the future or the past tense. Okay, so a little effort goes a long way. Shapilapis humans, happy studying.